I'm here at Finian at full time. 2-1 win for Dundalk tonight. What do you make of the game?
It was a very good, tough game and very, very bad conditions.
Yeah.
But I thought the players were excellent. Of course, Dundalk are a class team.
Yeah.
We all knew that coming.
Yeah.
But as a Shelbourne supporter, I was very proud of the lads. I think they did a great job against the odds because objectively before the game we knew they were a serious team and they were going to be.
Yeah.
We we're seeing what was the gap between ourselves and Dundalk. But I'm very proud of the team. I think they came back fantastic in the second half. Again, the conditions were very bad for a lot of our players. But I thought that a good performance by Shelbourne, and it shows that we're back in the Premiership now. That's the big thing. We're only building for the future.
Yeah. Of course, it's been 7 years outside the Premier Division now. How good is it to feel back? Obviously, not the result you would have wanted, but to be back at Talk, Pack Talk, it's great to have that.
Listen, we're just saying there. I was talking to some of the lads having a cup of coffee at half time, and we're just saying it was great to see the crowds back in Talca Park, because I was here all last season down in the first division, and the crowds were great. And it's fantastic to see supporters, and there was a great welcome for the Dundalk supporters as well. I was talking to some of the Dundalk supporters at half time as well, and they were delighted to be in Talca and to see Premiership football being played in Talca again. So it's kind of a historic night for us as well.
Absolutely.
And there's a great buzz around the ground.
Yeah, and it's kind of a new beginning here at Shels, kind of with a lot of young players coming through.
Yes.
How exciting are the times ahead for Shelbourne Football Club?
Well, I'd be very optimistic about the future, because I think Ian Morris has done a fantastic job bringing young players through, finding young talent, and I think that's the future. So I think the future for football in Ireland is very good at the moment, and the future for Shelbourne Football Club. It's great to be back in the Premiership again, and I think it's just where we belong, number one. But number two is also, I just think it's good for football and it's good for the League of Ireland generally, and it's a kind of very positive note.
Well, a final question for you now. What would be acceptable in terms of league table position?
I think the first objective was to stay in the Premiership, right? And if we got anyway up midway in the table, I'd be very happy with that.
So a couple of the Shels fans at full time, lads. What do you make of that performance tonight?
It's very, very good, man. If they're the champions and we're back in the Premier, and that's the best that this league has to offer, bring it on, I say. Bring it on.
The weather was a good leveller tonight, and played brilliant. And if that's for the season, well, happy days.
If we can play like that against every other team we win. Against Dundalk, that's a great performance.
Definitely. Last week, obviously, winning against Cork's fantastic way to start the season. What are the expectations now? Obviously, it's like you put it up to the champions, so what can you go on to achieve?
Well, hopefully I'm not as bruised as I was after that last minute goal in Cork, man. For my own personal health, I'd rather take a ham and cheese in comparison. I honestly think staying up was the goal at the start, but when you see kind of this is what the league has to offer, so obviously Cork were bottom last year, and obviously they've got a brand new squad, so yeah, apples and oranges here, and I can't see why we can't be thinking fifth, a sneaky table fourth. But yeah, build on this season and then go for Europe.
A lot of confidence around Cernick.
After tonight, the last two games, absolutely. Great, brilliant.
And Ian Morris bringing through a lot of young players. What did you make of them tonight, likes of Cavia and Farrell off the bench as well? It's like, seems to be a lot of positivity around the show.
Yeah, no, there's a good bit of energy going around the place. I mean, there really is, from like everything on and off the pitch. It's a long process, but it's building. It's really building.
Mention to the ladies team as well. Great.
Up the mutts.
We love the women. Absolutely.
So
it was nice though that we didn't let them play. You know, especially in the second half. You could see it in the start of the first half. You know, they got the goal. It could have stopped it, but especially in the second half, we didn't let them play. So look, positive to take from it. Definitely positive to take from it. But you know, we just need to fucking build on this. We have the young fellas there. Keep them for the season. And we can fucking build on that. In
the second half, we were very good.
You're expecting a thumping against Dundalk, especially second game back. You know, after what, 5 years out. What's it? 5 years since fucking 7 years? Fucking hell, 22. You're making me feel older. You know what I mean? So you can't be fucking giving out about that. You know what I mean? You can't be giving out about that. You know what I mean? It's positive. It's the first time we've went into a fucking Premier Division season feeling positive. You know, under Matthews we weren't feeling positive. This is when we're looking at it and we feel like we can actually do something.
We're staying within our means this time. That we have good young players. Keep with them. They're doing well. With a bit of experience in the team with Shepherd and Deegan. It's doing well.
Deegan was quality tonight, wasn't he? Really, you could see.
He's very good. You can see he does the simple things very well. Takes the ball down, plays a pass. That's been missing for a long time.
And that's one of the tricky games like Harps away on Monday. Like them little bits and bobs will really get you over the line in the long run. You know what I mean? So positives all around. I can't complain. I'm very happy with that.
Final question.
I would have took a 3-0 loss. So I'm really happy with that
That's what I was
performance.
expecting.
Final question for you lads. Obviously, you had mentioned it yourselves. 7 years outside the Premier Division. How good is it to be back?
The Reds are back. I mean, I don't even need to say that. No, I think this Premier Division is going to change when we're in it, and we'll let the season do the talking. I'm not going to say anything about it.
Oh, it's great to be back, alright, Joe.
How good is it to be back?
It feels different now from when we went up in 2013 or 2012. You know what I mean? Like we were waiting what? So we went. So we got what? We got them out in 2006, 2007. It feels different now. There's a positivity around the club.
Since the last time that people were actually looking for Shels tickets.
Yeah, exactly.
There was demand.
I have a mate. Luckily, I have fucking connections down the club that I was able to get into now. You know what I mean? I have mates fucking ask me, oh, what's the crack with Shels? It's like, look. I mean, like people like to play bowls like it's a community. It's a community. We like to fucking drink craft beer, but then we bought the Roman.
I'd love to see.
It's coming down, seeing your football club do well. It's not a fucking community. Footballs. They're a bunch of wankers. We're here to fucking support your football club.
I'd love to see an immigrant family walk into the Jolly.
Exactly.
The fucking reaction they get.
That'd be a
Right, that's me, though.
I say what's your time?
They did monkey chance to Mark Rutherford. They called them and Zoe the shield bomber.
I'll tell you one thing though, the Premier Division is tough financially. These Monday aways are going to be, they're going to get sacked, but we're going to have to go travelling up on the Mondays. I don't like that. Get me back to the first division. No, he's joking. No, it'll be good. It'll be good. But it's a tough one financially on the wallet. From a fan's point of view, how the fuck are we going to survive this? You know what I mean? Monday aways, Friday aways. I mean, we've Dublin Derby here on Friday with Pat, so here we are. Bring it on, bring it on,
Just here at Pat at full time. Shelburne 1, Dundalk 2. What do you make of that game tonight?
I thought we did okay. First half was difficult. Conceding the second goal just before half time was really a killer. But I thought we gave it a right good goal in the second half. Maybe just about deserved the point. But we're up against a classy side. They're champions for a reason. They've been champions for a reason for a number of seasons. So a bit disappointed, but not too disappointed.
Obviously a positive start to the campaign last season down at Cork with a 1-0 win. A great start to the campaign. Then of course tonight was always going to be a difficult game. What are your expectations for the season now, do you think? What can Shelburne achieve?
Mid-table, once we finish outside the bottom two. And I think that's a realistic expectation. But I thought second half we showed great promise. So really passed the ball well, moved it around, and what was a difficult night for both sides. But I'm a bit more hopeful now. I wasn't there last week, and this was quite good.
Because you see at the end for the last 10-15 minutes, Dundalk had 6 defenders on the pitch, so you could see that they were panicking a little bit.
Well, they brought on Gartland at the end, and I don't think Dundalk had a shot on their goal in the second half. They missed a sitter where I don't know how it didn't go in. But that apart, I actually can't remember them testing Brady. Can you? I don't think they did. Second half. Now we didn't ourselves. We huffed and puffed around the goal area without that cutting edge. They are a good side. So we have to be realistic.
To stay with Damien at full time, 2-1 to Dundalk in the end. What's you making of the performance tonight?
That was a really good performance. I wasn't expecting that. I thought they were going to be beaten by a better score maybe, and I thought they would really put up to it. So I was very impressed when they got when we got our first goal. I thought we really pushed on for there, and I thought it was 50-50 when they scored their opener. We went against the run of play a little bit, but I was very impressed.
Disappointed to concede 2 set pieces, but to fight back the second half, and I think Dundalk went to 6 or 7 at the back nearly towards the end. So we're pushing them.
Absolutely, we were pushing them, and their second goal it was a magnificent cross. I don't think the goalkeeper, I don't think the defence could undo it. It was a perfect cross, but it was disappointing 2 set pieces. But when we got the goal, we were on top then for a while. We put them under pressure. I mean, they're the best team in the country, and we're just after coming up the division, so there wasn't that much in it, and I'd be hopeful for the season.
So you talk about the season there. Expectations for the rest of the campaign now. What would be a good season for Shelburne?
Mid-table. But I think the goal this year is to stay in the league and build, because we've built a lot between this year and last year. In terms of the
young players on display tonight, did they impress you, the likes of Shane Farrell off the bench, Jazz Cabia as well, a couple of players like that? They look quite.
I think one of the older players, his name comes. he scored our goal.
Gary Deegan.
Yeah, he was. I thought he was probably the most impressive now for me tonight. And some of the defenders, and their number 10 Sluggood, I thought was a good player as well. You know.
Yeah.
So they were the ones to keep an eye on. But look, there's a lot to look forward to.
Hiya, here with Carl and Neil. Lads, what do you think of the game?
I was very impressed. I'm only new to it, kind of following the club and that. This will be kind of second season. I knew they'd have a hard game against Dundalk. I believe they're the top team. But I was very impressed with how Shels played in the second half in particular. Enjoyed the game. I didn't expect maybe a win from them, but very impressed despite the fact they had lost in that. And thumbs up. Well played, lads.
Good stuff. And hi, my name's Neil, and this is my second year supporting Shelbourne. And just like I thought, the second half they done quite well, considering like Dundalk is the best team in the country. So like to see that performance against them was pretty good. So I was supporting them. Like I'm only like new to the following them. So I've followed them like about a year, and I'm actually starting to really like get passionate into them.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, so
we were in Cork last week.
Oh, really? So you're big.
Yeah. We travelled to Cork last week, and we weren't expecting. We were probably expecting a defeat, but they got the results. Again, it wasn't a great match, but it was worth the journey. Yeah, lovely, great city, and hopefully we plan to do another away match. My son Neil actually collects the scarves from the matches. Yes, but we were unlucky now. We couldn't actually manage to get any of the fans tonight to get near them to actually.
Yeah. Well, if there's any left around when all is said and done here, we'll try and get in touch with you. Yeah.
No, as I said, please God, we get a few matches, matches, and that. Hopefully, I think maybe Sligo might be the next away match with a bit of luck. Yeah.
It was good. Like it was good in the second half. Like it's really positive to like look forward to the next few games, seeing that we done that against Dundalk, who are like the champions. Like, but, yeah.
What do you like to see yourself?
No, I think we did all right. I thought KB was good in the wing. He worked hard. I was impressed with Deegan. Serious finish. I probably would have brought on Ryan Brennan early enough now. To be honest, he's a baller.
He came on as well.
He did come. Yeah, and Shane Farrell. Maybe Shepherd. He was a bit slow. I probably would have brought on Shane Farrell a bit earlier, but. No, I thought we done well.
Considering that's the champions, lads, and these are just after coming up, it's a good performance. And listen, he's beat Cork last week, so there is positives to take from that start of the season.
Cork got pumped tonight, didn't they?
I wouldn't like to see Fernandez come on the wing there for KB. I think KB was a bit knackered after. I'd say after about 60 minutes he was a bit knackered, like. But if Fernandez came on, it would have been like. I think he would have had an impact.
Like, what's the best he can achieve?
Mid-table. Like teams like Harps, I was thinking they might go down, but they're after twice. Pats to beat the first game and Derry again. Yeah, so
we have Harps on Monday night as well. Now.
Harps on Monday away. You going, Booker? Right?
No. I think we can get like Europa League perhaps.
Really? Yeah.
If we keep the performances going like the way we are, like why not?
Is there a cup run possible as well? Maybe.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Cup run, smell that this.
Cup run, lad. Fuck, cup run. FA Cup roll back.
Definitely.
That's it. Definitely. We'll do all right though, lads. We'll do all right.
There's no try relegation. Don't think anyway.
Definitely not. We're staying up. 100% staying up.
Perhaps. It's either Europa League or relegation.
Not a chance.
It's a bit bogey like.
Nah, not a chance. Serious support we have now. We're back.
Just here with Adam here. Shelbourne 1, Dundalk 2 at full time. What's you making the game tonight?
2 goals, Dundalk scored, fairly sloppy, and 2 set pieces. Apart from that, especially second half, performance we could kind of be proud of. In the second half, it's Gary Deegan, fucking unreal goal. I don't know if it was a deflection or not, but it's fucking. It's a great strike. So when you talk about the second half, if we play like that every week, we'll be grand, man. Defensively, I thought we were fantastic. Again, I was down in Cork last week, and it's unbelievable. Like defensively, I think we're sound. Just in that final third, where I think Kieran Kilduff is great, but I just think we need something in that midfield just to link the play together. I know Shane Farrell is a great player. I think he should be starting personally. He's come off the bench against Cork. He came off the bench against tonight there against Dundalk. I think he should be starting, but
obviously Morris has a plan or something.
He showed lots of promise in the first division last year. He's only 19, 20 as well, and he scored against Bows in the cup game as well. So he does have potential. Like, he does have a lot of potential.
He does.
So I don't know. He probably should be starting, but maybe they're trying to go with more defensive approach in this game. Maybe possibly.
Well, if you look at the match preview, Morris said he came out. He's coming out. He wants to win every game. Obviously, in football, you lose games. Obviously, you can't win every game, but I think if he's saying we want to win every game, he should be playing Shane Farrell in the midfield.
Definitely. Like, after seeing a couple of games in, what do you think is like a realistic ambition now for title position?
At the start of the season, I said I'd avoid the bottom two and a bit of a cup run, you know. Now, like, after seeing the 2 games, we've played well, put a good shift in. I'd say 7th and above, and a cup run would be decent. I'd take that. I'd bite your hand off for that.
An encouraging performance, playing the champions at home. We ran them close enough. Could have nicked the equaliser at the end of the day, but it's encouraging for the rest of the season anyway. He knows his stuff.
Conceding 2 set pieces is obviously a disappointing one, and they didn't really carve you open apart from that, though, did they, really?
No, they're the best footballing team in the league by a good way. But the fact that we put up to them, no clear chances, and I thought we could have nicked one maybe coming towards the end. It was encouraging enough, and if we keep playing like that for the rest of the season, we'll be alright.
Of course, it's on the back of a great win against Cork last week. What are the expectations? Do you think it's obviously a good start to the season in terms of performances and stuff? So, what do you think is like an acceptable ambition for the campaign now?
Mid-table and a decent cup run. A couple of Dublin Derby victories, and we'll be alright. We realise where they're coming from. It's been a long slog since we got them out in the first place. So just consolidate, move forward, keep the club going, and we'll be alright.
Question for asked most of the fans tonight. 7 years outside the Premier Division, how good is it to be back where you belong?
Oh, it's great. It's great. You can't beat it. It makes a major difference. Away fans, atmosphere, everybody.
Replacing UCD, like so.
This is it. Replaces UCD. We played Wexford 2 games at the end of the season last season. They had one fella, one fan with a camera. So it is. Now the only problem, queue for a point in here tonight, but look, we'll accept that. We'll accept that.